Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Thursday, December 21st, 2017. The tarot card for today is the Six of Wands. And first, I want to say, here comes the solstice, right? The winter-summer solstice has arrived, and at the same time, the sun is entering the sign of Capricorn. So we really have a lot of goal-oriented energy coming in right now. And I think that's why we always, when we get to, the beginning of the new year, start thinking, okay, I have to, set my goals for the coming year. But I think we have some extra energy available there this year for that. Now, as far as the card, this one is from my friend Joanna Nelson of Joanna Nelson Studio. And I just love this Monstaro deck, her little monster tarot, okay? And when you look at this, you see things look happy. They look under control, right? Kind of like smooth sailing. But that's after troubled times. Now, when I was talking yesterday about allowing the universe to guide you if you weren't getting to where you were going, I hadn't even looked at what today's card was going to be. And, I have to tell you, the timing couldn't be more perfect with this, because that turbulent time, the 5 years that we've talked about, it's essentially over. As of today, we move into a new 5-year cycle. Now, does that mean that, automatically you're trouble-free? Absolutely not. I honestly think that it takes up until about the month of June where you just feel like, you're cruising along. But it gets better as it goes. But you do need to allow yourself to be guided and trust in this, because with the Six of Swords, the universe is offering safe passage from troubled times to easier times. And as I struggled to say yesterday, there is no flipping a switch. Also want to mention that, with it being the holidays, this is 2 days in a row that we have had cards. Yesterday was the Eight of Wands. Today's the Six of Swords. They're both indicative of travel, like actual travel. Doesn't matter if it's, train, plane, automobile, boat, whatever it is you're doing, that, there are many more people traveling right now. And that asks me to bring up the fact that Mercury is retrograde until tomorrow, when it will be going direct. And that does make travel a little bit hairier at times when Mercury is getting ready, to go one way or the other. So keep that in mind if you are taking a trip that has not been planned in advance. Make sure that you double and triple check everything, and, do what is necessary. If it's an unnecessary trip, I would stay home. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but sometimes where you just decide you on a whim you're going to go to the mall and go Christmas shopping somewhere where you normally wouldn't go. I think we'll travel over, one state over today and go shop over here. Probably not the best idea. Stick with what you know, and things go more smoothly. But as far as this card, as far as its placement now, like I'm saying, the timing cannot be more perfect. How, like we talked about before, about, riding one of those water things, and it's all over the place and it's rough, and then all of a sudden it smooths out, and there's that gliding. Well, you're gliding to this point, and from this point forward, I want to use the word hoping, okay, because there are some of you out there that I think don't quite get it yet, what it is, and that's what I'm hoping, is that you will, and that you'll figure out and allow the universe to guide you on the next steps. Because most of the things that have occurred, we can all look back and find some point where we made a decision, and it led us down this road and over here and over there, and was zigzagged all along and wound up over here. And it was a really difficult, turbulent, chaotic 5 years for so many people. Like I said, this is the time for it to smooth out. This is a transition that is beginning. And I can't help but say that when June arrives, there's an even bigger one on the horizons. And it's a very positive one that's coming. But I also want you to keep in mind as you look around right now, because you're not going to see everybody having the best experiences. If, like yesterday where I tried to say about flipping a switch, it's not so much that it's, you know, that noticeable in your daily life as things begin to ease up and go in this new guided direction. But what you're going to see, I do believe, is that those who you thought, or they thought they were above reproach and they could do what they wanted, it's all shifting. It's been trying to shift, and it's going to keep on shifting. So for those who've had difficulties for such a long time, that is about to change. But you have to be willing to go with the change and go forward, because from this point, that is exactly what it is going to do. So I want to thank you all very much for listening. I'll see you here again tomorrow, and as always, have a great day.